Let us talk about Tesla's entry into the country India. Tesla is supposed to come to the country, and it's been a long time since we have been waiting for Tesla's entry. There have been talks from the government, between the representative of the government and Tesla's representatives, and there has been talk that Prime Minister Narendra Modi met with Elon Musk. Piyush Goyal visited facility of Tesla in United States of America. So the possibility of Tesla. So why and what is the plan? Tesla wants to start sales and manufacturing operations in India. The amount to be invested is close to $30 billion. Out of this $30 billion, $3 billion will be initial investment. It will be followed by $10 billion by other partners. $5 billion will be coming into battery technologies that should grow to $15 billion in next 5 years. So the plan or amount is $30 billion in next 5 years. Tesla also plans to import and sell electric cars in our country. Tesla also sells more than $40,000 luxury cars into global market. Plan is to import them and then sell into country, and simultaneously Tesla's plans is to start manufacturing and then bring its car out of Indian plant in next 2 or 3 years. The plan is also to laying a greater charging infrastructure. As we know, this has been a greater impediment. The charging infrastructure has been a greater impediment in the adoption of electronic vehicle ecosystem in our country. As we know, 1.3% of all total passenger vehicles in our country, if they are only this much only of electric vehicles, then the major portion or the blame goes on to the charging infrastructure lack of availability. When we talk about what India can get from Tesla's entry, so we will see that if Tesla comes to India, close to $30 billion may be invested in next 5 years, and that can be one of the biggest FDI in our country. This foreign direct investment can be a great help to not only make the numbers for forex exchange reserve, to make the currency rate stable, but also can be a major factor behind attraction of other foreign big ticket items. Tesla's philosophy of localization can be of a great help. As we know, philosophy of Tesla is to do localization up to the extent possible, as it develops and manufactures a lot of components that go into a car locally. Tesla also sources and refines minerals, makes its own semiconductors. We know that Tesla's one car almost have 2000 chips, and plan is to produce almost 500,000 cars from our country. So it can require, so the requirement of chips can be in millions. So when requirements of chips can be in millions, India's semiconductor and electronics semiconductor design and manufacturing ecosystem can become a use. It can be a greater point for vocal for local campaign and make in India policy. World class storage technology can also cater to other industries. We know that Tesla's cars are dependent on storage, and this storage, if the ecosystem of storage develops in our country, then it can be a great help for renewable energy production levels also. In renewable energy capacity, we see that the major impediment is the storage technology. So this can be a major step or major help for our storage technology. Tesla, when it went to China, it brought certain level of benefits to Chinese industry. Tesla adapted its products to cater to the local population of China. And as we know, if any MNC enters into a particular country, it tries to modify its products to meet the local needs. Once it modifies the prototype according to the local needs, then it starts selling that particular prototype to similar level of income geographies. If India can get the same amount of adoption of Tesla's product to cater to our population, then we can see how much it can cater to our population and the population which are at the similar income levels as the countries. It can also, in China, Tesla brought manufacturing and supply chains in a reconfigured mode. Reconfiguration was done to not only reduce the logistic cost, to not only improve the supply chains capacity or efficient handling, but it brought more efficiency into the production of Chinese ecosystem. Government gave a lot of subsidy to further expand the market of EV industry. This was done because of the Tesla's requirements. Tesla also fostered the localization of EV design and manufacturing. As we know, Tesla has been a long time largest electronic vehicles manufacturers across the globe. Chinese company has recently overtaken it. How on earth it was possible? One of the factor was because of Tesla's entry into China and the pressure and the innovation levels those were achieved by the current incumbents who were operating in China. Because once such a large scale company, such a large reputed company comes into your country, then other companies also try to improve their own offerings. So Chinese company has now become a largest electronic vehicle manufacturing. So the credit goes to Tesla also. Tesla operated independently in China and helped China gain spillover effects to its economy. We know that whenever a new MNC enters into China, it has to set up operations in partnership with local company of China. But Tesla was allowed independent operation in China because government thought that Tesla's entry can be so beneficial for their electronic vehicle manufacturing and other related sectors. Tesla is not only a car company, it also is a refining company of minerals. It also brings battery technologies. It also brings a large charging infrastructure. So the spillover effect is huge. In India's case, these kind of benefits can accrue to India if Tesla starts manufacturing in our country and brings its operations into our country. But when we compare India's case with China, then we should also compare that China has its own relative strengths and which were unique selling point of China. China already had mature industrial chain when Tesla entered. Mature industrial chain because China has been an export driven economy since a long period. That's why the logistic cost, the transportation infrastructure, the electric technologies, etc. were superb. India has to work on this. With passage of the time, this can be achieved, and government has been trying to achieve it through production linked incentive schemes and Make in India program. Lithium ion battery production in China was also at a tipping point when Tesla entered. It was also possible because China commands a lot of mining companies across the globe for lithium, and lithium ion production happens in China at a super scale. That's why lithium ion battery production required lithium ions, so China provided it. For India to meet this, it will be rather a cumbersome task. But availability of lithium in India has been under a process, and it will start mining operations in a majority of the mines those are being discovered. Availability of rare earth material in China was also one of the major factors that catered to the Tesla's success. Tesla decided to enter into China was also because of the electronic manufacturing that was a mature industry in China itself. Where we see that electronic manufacturing helped Tesla gain a competitive advantage because not only it allowed it to get a good human resource talent, it also allowed a spillover effect to other. These will be difficult to meet for India, but Indian government has been trying to not only reduce the logistic cost to 8 to 9% of our GDP, infrastructure of the country is also gaining a lot of attention of the government through Make in India production linked incentive schemes. Electronic design and manufacturing of semiconductor chips, etc., is also at a tipping stage. Lithium ion exploration is being done, and at a particular mine, some lithium has been discovered, mining can start. So this can also be a major factor which Tesla can look when it comes to country. When we see Tesla has its own gigafactory production concept, its factories are called gigafactories. Why gigafactories? Initially, the gigafactory was used for battery production facility because each production facility would make battery packs with collective capacity equaling billions of watt hours per year. Later on, as the Tesla's operations and aspirations grew, the name gigafactory was applied to its other facilities regardless of their battery building capabilities. The gigafactory was given because battery packs collectively will be making billions means giga of watt hours per year. Currently, there are five of them operational. India may get the next. Out of five, there are three in US, one in Germany, one is in Shanghai. Shanghai's gigafactory is so efficient that if it takes 72 seconds for the gigafactory in Germany to roll out a car, it only takes us 37 seconds in Shanghai to roll out an electric vehicle for Tesla. If India gets this gigafactory, the size of gigafactory is almost so huge. It can be a wonderful opportunity for our country. Original gigafactory in Nevada of United States of America covers almost 1.9 million square feet of land and 5.3 million square feet of operational space. There is a production of 35 gigawatt hours of battery capacity per year from original gigafactory in Nevada. So when we see this kind of huge manufacturing complex can be established by Tesla in a particular location of our country, how supportive it can be for that local economy. Why Tesla wants to come to the country? Because number one, it wants to expand its global manufacturing footprint. We must have seen that after Corona, lot of companies are now trying to not only diversify its value chain, but also because of China plus one policy approach. Tesla also sees an opportunity to produce small cars for local market and export it to the local market. As we know, a small car market is so huge, and Tesla's cars are also so luxury that in a small car, if Tesla start producing it, it can cater to the huge population that is in our country and the country which is sitting at the similar income levels of India. There is a possibility of upcoming EV policy by India also, and there is an ability of Tesla to take the benefit out of it. In EV policy, India is supposed to reduce import taxes for EV production and to give rebates when there are assumptions that the rebates can be given if a country starts manufacturing and sales operation in our country. India is a still underpenetrated electric automaker market. India, when we see electric passenger vehicle market, it is close to only 1.3% passenger vehicles are electronic vehicles. So India still is a underpenetrated electronic auto market. That's why a Tesla's entry can cater to that particular market also. Dependence on fossil fuels and India's burden on economy and environment is also a challenge, and India's policy has been to shift at least public transport and passenger vehicles into the electric segment has been a long time vision, so Tesla can get a benefit. But when everything is so hunky-dory and vision if it is clear, then why there is no yes, soon, later kind of approach? No means, okay, Tesla is coming today, Tesla coming tomorrow. No, it is not coming today, tomorrow it is coming. Sometime in Vibrant Gujarat Summit, we heard that Tesla is supposed to come and it can start its operation in Gujarat. Why Tesla is taking time? Because India imposes 100% import taxes on cars of value more than $40,000 per car. 70% of import taxes is applied when the car value is less than $40,000. Tesla wants that its cars, which it will import from other countries and sell into our country, should get some import rebate. India wants that import rebate cannot be given to a company specific because it will then be anti-competitive. India wants that the upcoming policy of EV can be a great help in this. So, and India also wants that Tesla should start manufacturing, it should commit making India an export hub. So, government says that we cannot give you a company specific rebate, but yes, if the rebate is to be given in the form of a current next EV policy, then it will be applied to all. That's why there is a delay, but its entry into the country is inevitable, and with time it should be coming. We feel that it can be a Suzuki moment for India's EV industry if Tesla enters, because we should remember that a small car revolution by Suzuki in 1980s was a major factor. Tesla's entry into a country can also be a Apple plus moment for India's manufacturing aspirations, because Apple's foray into production in our country then turned India into a major production house. Close to 25% of the iPhone production across the globe happens is planned to be happen into our country. Tesla, unlike Apple, brings everything in one go. Tesla is not only just an auto company, it's a tech company, it's a critical minerals mining company and refining company. It makes its own semiconductors, it is a design company, thus, it brings a huge ecosystem with itself. So, the spillover effect to other industries in India can be a great help. That's why government's ambitions of making India and making India an electronic manufacturing hub and a manufacturing superpower can also get a great boost. Thank you for this listening to this telecast. Please like and subscribe button. We will be appearing with more videos. Thank you.